Mic check, mic check, mic check. Can we get a mic check, please, chat? Chat, hello?
Check me, please.
Check me in an appropriate manner. Can't
Check
hear
me
you.
in an inappropriate
Mic check,
manner.
let's effing go. Can't hear nothing. Mic good. Hello, mic is good. Face jump scare. Yeah. If you're talking about being scared, that's CrazyFi, because I was like, you ready to do this thing? I didn't even do a countdown. I just all right. I'm going to turn my lighting on in just a moment, but hey everyone, welcome to the freaking Couch Cat stream. What is up? What is up, everyone?
What is up? That's the intro now?
That's
what is
the
up?
intro. What is up, YouTube? This is the Couch Cat stream. This is where we talk about lightweight MMORPGs and persistent browser-based games. We do this every Thursday at 7 p.m. US Eastern. That's CrazyFi over there.
I'm eating cashews.
And I'm Paisen, and sometimes I think life is just so suffocating. Okay, anyway, it's gonna be a great episode tonight. We have almost nothing to talk about. No, kidding.
We just get to hang out with our friends.
We have friends here tonight. We have different games of focus tonight, but we will be discussing Solvendra's progress and their, like, not really teaser, but their announcement of what's to come to the game. It's one of the alpha games that we're tracking here. It's a PPPG, or yeah, it's more like a lightweight MMORPG actually. Are they the same thing, CrazyFi? I don't know. We're going to be discussing
PPBGs are lightweight MMOs can
like
be a subset of PPBGs.
Yeah, they're like the same thing. We're going to be discussing Chikara Academy, and we're also going to be, of course, going over SimpleMMO Season 1 Leaderboard progress report for Season 8. My daughter is outside my office. You'll see her soon, and she's just banging on the door. But yeah, so we have standard stuff, but nothing crazy, nothing like SimpleMMO or IdleMMO related tonight, or Idle Clans actually. It's spring. It's the spring slump in esports. You know what I mean? Sorry, I have a head cold, and I'm just kind of like losing my mind here. Anyway, chat. Maven. Holy.
Oh, and you.
I fixed the alerts. You can see it. You see it. Maven, welcome to the inner circle. The couch is long and full of friendship. Thank you so much for becoming our second highest tier. The second best tier. The couch. I'm sorry. I need a Fresca. I have a Fresca. Anyway, before we say hello to everyone in chat, so if you're lurking right now, do two things: like the stream and then say hello, so we can say hi to you in a couple minutes. But CrazyFi, how are you tonight?
I'm doing good. Can't complain. Whoa, the bright light.
Hey.
Flashbang. I'm doing good. Been staying busy, doing a bunch of housework, getting the outside prepped and looking nice for your kid to start playing more out there because he loves it. Learning how to crochet right now, so that's cool.
Version.
It's a very fun, relaxing thing to do when your brain's just dead from work and kids and not sleeping. So that's nice. But that's about it. Really, just chilling. So what about you? What have you been up to?
Oh my god! Well, I just told you, I've been at home most of the week on sick leave because I have like a sinus head cold thing going on. The worst is over. I'm just kind of like in a foggy state. I'm just like always staring out the window, thinking, "Where am I?" But you know what that means? You know what that means, chat? I finally finished the remake of Nosferatu. It was on Peacock, and that movie is scary as hell. If you are into vampires and creepy shit, I highly recommend it. So finally, it's like a 2.5 hour movie. So it took me like a week to watch it. I know some of us
Isn't that wild? Isn't that wild? Kids.
It's not even kids. It's just because I don't
really?
I don't work from home anymore. So Can't watch a movie on people's dime anymore. And also kids. But what else? I watched the grand finals of the Los Ratones run over at LEC. They're not in LEC, but that the second tier scene. Been watching that. I love
NACS or no?
No.
Right,
Europe. It's like Europe Grandmasters or something. So anyway, awesome stuff. Because we're waiting for LCS to kick back up, or LTA North to do their thing again. And I spent a lot of time on YouTube. I usually do that. I love YouTube. YouTube is my TV essentially. And CrazyFi, 9 months ago in LA, all of our favorites like 93 Feet of Smoke, Foxy, Lil Darnia, Garden, extra large holiday card, all those people, they did a show and it's called Emo Rave. And so like all of our favorite emo rappers, and because they're all there, they all did like their feature songs where there's like 7 of them on one song. It was awesome, and it's on YouTube. You can watch it live, or the VOD of the live. So I watched that like all today. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I'm sick. And just real quick, shout out to everyone who's been liking the streams. I've been saying that every episode, but our VODs are getting over 30 likes, and we will continue to smash that goal. So thank you so much for liking the stream right now. But that's really it for personal updates. Are you okay, CrazyFi? What are you doing? Are you putting pants on? I can't hear you. Okay, he's doing something. Arsenic, welcome to the couch as long as full of friendship. Thank you so much for becoming a YouTube member at the Couch Cat level. Thank you so much. Okay. I'm getting ready to say hello to chat while CrazyFi is putting pants on. Or wait, is he strapping his baby on? Yeah, he's strapping the baby. Sorry, I thought this was a pantsless stream. I gotta text Kimchers to bring the baby in, and I'm gonna start saying hello to chat. All right, we got the Fresca chat. Cheers, everyone here. Oh, it burns. LTS, member for 18 months. CF audio issue, shocked, I tell you, shocked. Oh my god. It's his baby. He muted himself, LTS. That's low-hanging fruit. Oh gosh. There's a baby on the loose. She's covered in oatmeal, chat, because when I feed her, she gets dirty. This is the favorite annulus of the night. She, her first season was like season 6, I believe, and she's been on all like 5 out of 5 on her analysis of TSL being stinky and Rain Factory getting deleted. She called it. But yeah, this is our favorite analyst here. We don't pay her, and do you want to eat the mic? Wee. Thank you, Kimchers, and thank you, favorite analysts. CrazyFi, you're still muted. I mean, maybe that's by design. I'll start saying hello to chat.
Yeah, you don't want to hear this.
Okay. So Hyper Knight was here earlier. Good to see you, Hyper Knight. Been blowing up our Discord lately. I like it. Asmir was here. 3xing me daily. Thank you. I feel like every time I wave back to him, he finishes it. He puts me deeper in the grave. Ghost Bear is here, of course. YouTube member shout out, and a homie. Scally Scud was saying hello. Welcome to the stream. Hope you have a good time. Yukari is here. What a homie. Ice Neo is here. Another homie. Everyone's a homie, really. Vex was here. Gatekeeping tier 2. Keeban is here. Mod shout out, and a newly he's back to being a mod in SimpleMMO. Guntrix is here, one of the few real friends I have left. Arsenic is here, who just became a YouTube member. Shout out to you. Desquall is here, another regular. I love to see our regulars. Dagon's here, YouTube member. Shout out. And Fearless Guild Leader in SimpleMMO. Maven, YouTube member. Shout out. Nowry, mod shout out. Good to see you, Nowry. Alan, aka CF, is here. Zaxis is here. Yeah, Zaxis is here. Cheers to you, Zaxis. Moving on, catching up. Who else? We got Rysasima stopping by. That's rare. Good to see you, Rysasima. TPC, rest in peace. Drink one for the homies. Des is here. YouTube member shout out. Love seeing Des. Sharky's here. Yo, Sharky from the PBBG Discord server. It's good to see you, Sharky. I always remember you from what's it called? Outdoor camp. The anime, your avatar, PFP. Okay. Anyway, did you make a game with marriage yet? He's supposed to be making a game with marriage. Let's see. Catching up. Oh, well, Sharky was saying good. Been working hard on my PPBG after the jam happened in November, I think. Yeah, a lot of time has passed, but good to see that you're still cranking on it. All right, moving on. So Beasky's here. Rip LDS. Always good to see Beasky. Oh, man. We're just going to keep zooming past. LTS is here, of course. Mod shout out and member shout out. All right, Bombs is here. YouTube member shout out. Good to see you, Bombs. Bombs was here when our favorite analyst called him out and TSL out for being stinky. Man, what a night. Chuby's here, the official captain of Couch Cat. Good to see you, Chuby. Bomb says, I think you guys need to get a bigger couch now. It's really cramped. I guess we all gotta get like something, like some big modular couch from like Costco. That's where my current couch is from.
Just order 5 different modular couches and connect them all together.
Different colors.
Different colors. Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll be like, this is the new Tiny Moving Parts album cover. Yeah. Okay. All right, hold on. We're Rack is here. Good to see you, Rack. We blitzed through the Idle Clans events right before stream. I missed one. Damn it. Oh well. You can't have it all, you know. I think that's Zildon's here. What's up, Zildon? YouTube member shout out and Simple Wolf creator shout out. Big things coming from Simple Wolf over there. Spiritus Mundi Universalis. Welcome to the stream.
What a name.
What a name, and I didn't mess it up. Disqual says Paisen is avoiding mentioning the disgracefulness that he called me earlier. Disquawk.
Wow.
Dude, it's low-hanging fruit. One, it looks like a typo because K and L are by each other, but also squawk like a bird, dude. Come on. And Sharky's still here. Swick. Yeah, call him Disquawk from now on. That's his street name. That's his street name.
What a street name.
He's got face tats. He listens to Little Narnia. Okay, anyway, let's move on. Thank you for being here. Like the stream. Okay, we're moving on to the main content because there's not. Oh, wait, update. CrazyFi, you haven't put this on the list, but in the official Couch Cat Discord channel, link down in the description, CrazyFi has a thread open right now discussing the remake enhancing the weekly guild stats. CrazyFi, do you want to go into detail about that, or should I?
Yeah, I can take care of it real fast.
Okay.
So there's a thread in our Discord if you've been a fan of the WGS, the weekly guild stats, which is different from SGL. For those who haven't seen it before, if you're new to the channel, because I've been on for a while, but I cover the like a weekly segment. I pull data every Sunday, so it's like a full week of tracking what everything's happening for the guilds. Right now, it covers guilds that were created, guilds that were deleted, basic stats, and then the top 10 PvP, top 10 PvE tracking for guild EXP. The look of it is trash. I fully admit that it looks god awful. And I'm looking for feedback on what you guys are interested in when it comes to stats. Again, separate from the SGL, they are similar in some ways, but completely different in others. And then the look of it is important to and how you want it to be presented to you in a video format. I'm very interested. There's been some discussion already, so I appreciate One Dead and Shadow for hopping in there for a little bit. But go check it out. I'll work on rebuilding it as we speak, so that we could get that series back up and running again, so you could track all that stuff, in a video format. Because I'm sure everyone's got a bot these days. So, But yeah.
Okay.
Good call out.
Yeah. I mean, what do I pay you for, right? No, I'm just kidding. In other updates, CF has been working on the website, the Couch Cat website on the back end, so to speak. But it's what he's been working on. It's mobile friendly finally, and it's more intuitive. And there's going to be more features built out on it. You can find the link down in the description. And yeah, we'll keep you informed as more updates happen. All right, moving on to the main content. This is the new segment of the stream where we go over the latest patch notes, dev announcements, drama regarding the lightweight MMORPGs and the persistent browser-based games that we cover here on the channel. And like we said, it's kind of it's a light news cycle this go around, but that's not a bad thing. Gives us more time for SGL later on. But anyway, the first game we'll be discussing here is, of course, Solvendra. I will be throwing this up. For those of you who don't know, Solvendra, I mean, we've been talking about this game ever since Maven. Shout out to YouTube, our YouTube member and homie, longtime homie, who brought this game to my face and on our radar. It's a couple of people from the IdleMMO community making their own game, and it's in deep alpha. Okay, so I say that as a caveat, but this is Solvendra's official Discord channel, and this is where you can get the patch notes in the dev corner, which we'll be discussing tonight. But the latest patch notes, this is the 25th of March. They've added runes, so if you're a huge RuneScape fan, they've got the runes in the game. They're craftable now, and they can be equipped, and they can be tied to equipment. There's also some QOL stuff. This is how deep alpha we are, okay? And some fixes and whatnot. So, some changes to skilling as well, enchanting to rune carving. So yeah, very RuneScapey. But that's not this isn't big. Like this is great, but this isn't what we're mainly discussing tonight. This is the dev corner is what we're discussing. This is where they go over the recent progress here at CrazyFi and talking about how their goal for March was to finalize and push the rune, the rune system out into the game, which they did. It's not fully complete, which you can see in the roadmap, but they did meet this milestone. But what really caught our eye here is what they say in their what's next section, is that the next update, they're calling it a big update, and they're adding teleporting between zones. So if you're a player of IdleMMO, that sounds familiar to you. So they're adding teleportation between zones, and they're adding content up to level 40, which is considered to be tier 5. And this is on the horizon. They say 5 to 7 days from now, so probably a week, maybe a week and a half, maybe even 2, from the 25th. But this is what we're going to be tracking. This would be a major. I just said milestone, but it's a great term, but this will probably be a major milestone, Solvendra. And another thing within the recent progress that they posted here, I'll highlight it real quick. They say the second part of the rune update will require guild raids. So elemental roles will be coming in the future. So you can kind of see how things are tying in, and then the additional content on the horizon. I can only say 2 words right now. But anyway, CrazyFi, do you have any...
we should do?
What?
It just dawned on me. You know how we've done those Q&As with Galahad Creative? Go ahead, check our YouTube page for those.
That's right. They're banger.
They're pretty good if you want to learn about SimpleMMO and IdleMMO from Galahad Creative directly. But we should probably do one of those for Solvendra and see,
Sure.
like, at least early on, like, look at the process of what it takes to build a game early on. That'd be cool.
Yeah, we can reach out to them. Maven, I know you're close with them. If you can let them know that we're interested in doing that, and then we'll be reaching out to them in their DMs.
Yeah, my 2 brain cells just bounced together and came up with that idea.
Bleep says, "Can we get a Fresca sip count every stream?" Oh my god, CrazyFi, build that bot right now. That's epic. So Vendra sounds cool. It does sound cool.
It's fun to play. It's relaxing.
Okay.
Simple, easy right now.
Okay, Maven, thank you so much. Those are the two devs. All right, so that concludes Solvendra's news. Cool stuff on the horizon. Now we're gonna move on to Chikara. This is a game CrazyFi brought forth way back, like over a year ago, and it's in I guess you would call it developmental hell. Looking at its roadmap, and then CrazyFi has some notes on the game's progress if you want to.
Yeah, it's an interesting way to build out a game, in my opinion.
Okay.
So I played it on a stream solo a while back. and showcase it for like a quick second. It's somewhere in our VOD list. Go check it out. Find it. It's pretty fun. I thoroughly enjoyed playing it. It's mobile friendly. It's just like every other PBBG, where it's just browser based and mobile friendly. So this was way back when it was still live. And here's the weird thing. So the game, you cannot access it right now. He does this in phases where he'll release the game after a certain point of like development, it seems. Will allow people to play, do some updates on it, and then pull it down and then do another alpha state, like a test. Yeah, I think he calls them alpha tests. I don't think they're beta tests yet, which is fascinating to me because you see a lot of these developers just leave it up constantly and allow players to always play, which I'm sure brings in some type of revenue versus this where it's just like zero revenue. But they're working on it, and I have thoroughly enjoyed playing this game. So I look forward to it. Yeah, this is what you'll see when you get to it. So when I was playing back in June of last year,
yeah,
I had asked the developer, like, can you describe your game, both like currently what it is and then the future? And he said currently it's a rough, unbalanced alpha to showcase potential features and gather feedback with different reworks and changes made constantly in order to test different systems. In the future, he wants it to be a unique, dynamic, community-driven MMORPG for web and mobile with a wealth of content for PvP, PvE, and social players to enjoy. And I gotta tell you, he said some of the planned things are visual novel style story and encounters, real-time PvP, dynamic events, land ownership and taxation, customizable player housing, roguelite dungeons, and student council elections, which are kind of like voting in like key positions, because it's all about being like at a high school or battle academy, if you will, and being a student and like fighting monsters on the rooftops and all this stuff. It's really cool concept. It's fresh. It allowed you to update your image, like your avatar, just like in SimpleMMO. There's a lot of different similarities in that way, and the community was very active with the developer, and it was fun to play. He's currently working on the back end and has released this roadmap for us to see, which is cool. So yeah. I keep tabs on it. The roadmap's kind of new, and I'm just excited for it to come back.
Yeah, and we were testing this. Was it on an app or were we playing mobile browser? I can't remember.
Mobile browser.
I was playing it on my phone, and the game, like highlighted here, their clan system. It's you're a school gang, and the NPCs you fight are like other students.
I would say the downside, at least when I was playing it, it was like 3 to 6 people in a school gang, basically, which kind of sucked. But I don't, it's alphas, and he created that concept during the alpha testing. So
I don't mind that, because I mean that's kind of like what I would imagine a school gang, unless you're like in a school centric anime where like 50 students are in a gang,
Yeah, that's true.
And it would force alliances. But I digress. But here's the roadmap. You can check it out for yourself. A lot of it is in planned stages here. Mike was here. No, I'm just kidding. And but you'll see here there's some things that are being worked on, like in the combat rewrite.
Doing a lot of back-end rewrites to support the scaling of the game right now.
We found this game up front. CrazyFi did. We tested it up front. We didn't bring it to the community because of its current state, and it's getting there. Eventually, it's getting there. But this could be a game that we feature in the future later down the road.
I know that when it comes back, I am 100% playing it again. Like I checked the Discord.
It's AI generated, but you know what? Solvendra approved. They proved it. If you get the prop right, I don't give a shit. I don't care anymore. Playing a lightweight MMORPG, brother. You know what I mean?
And just like the story modes are good. Like there's actual story to it. Like it's just and the PvP is pretty good. Like, and the battle system's just similar with IdleMMO, not IdleMMO, excuse me, SimpleMMO. Oh, like it's clicking buttons, but there's more options and just of attack and special attack. But you could have like skills and stuff. I digress. Like just wait until it comes out.
Yeah,
whenever it comes out.
Couch Cat will have a gang Gang violence. Okay, no, I'm sorry. Okay, anyway. Solvendra the game, welcome to the stream. We were just talking about you. We were giving you praises. We want to do a Q&A with you. We'll reach out with you in another time. CrazyFi has got something cooked up. Okay. All right. That concludes the news segment of tonight's stream because there's barely any news. The spring slump is here.
You forgot about Overlord, dude.
Oh yeah, Overlord's dead. Does anyone remember Overlord? Hold on, let me see if this website still load.
I don't think so. Overlord.gg?
.gg. Nope.
It should be completely down. I'm curious if they even
say goodbye. I left that Discord. Okay, so
no, they announced in the Discord in March of this. So this month they announced, I think it was the 17th or something, that Overlord has shut down due to lack of funding.
All right, so Overlord.gg, this was a game the Couch Guy community was heavily involved in the early stages. It was a pure PvP game where your character wasn't just a character; it was basically like a kingdom or like a bot, like an army, and you had defense stats and attack stats all based off the type of units you bought. The equipment you had, and the heroes or champions that you had in rotation. It was a really cool concept. The only or always PvP, with that just being the option, like barely soft, like not soft, but like very limited PvE. That was a huge contention with this game in Overlord.gg. We were in a dev call discussing it, and it was really weird to be there. I will say that. But yeah, it's gone. It's dead. The dev is a solo dev, was working on a PvE game. I don't know if that will ever happen. But I will caution you, it's got great concepts, but don't pour your money into these games that could potentially be scuttled like months later. But any final thoughts to Overlord.gg, CrazyFi?
Ripperoni. It was too complex for me.
It required a lot of micromanaging.
Yeah, I like the concept of it. It's just I'm like, if someone like was really into min maxing, I'm sure they would really enjoy it. But it wasn't for me. That's why I stopped playing it.
I totally.
Tournament's closed.
I could have put that in the stream title. That would have been really. Overlord's gone. Damn. I overlooked it. Okay.
Of course.
All right.
You had your shot. You blew it.
I blew it. Blew the wrong shot. Okay. Anyway, that concludes the news segment for tonight's stream. We cover Solvendra, our hopes and dreams. I'm just kidding. We cover Solvendra's recent update and what to expect from the future. We covered Chikara Academy and goodbye to Overlord.gg. You were a semi-real one. And now we're moving on to the seasonal guild leaderboard project report.
Moving on.
Sometimes you just gotta move on. You gotta grow up. B Jask. Oh, that's why he's bouncing and rocking around. There's a junior developer on his chest. That's right. I know. If you're new here, you come into the stream, you're like, why does this dude not stop moving? He's got a baby. He's a kangaroo.
I inserted springs in my feet and they just keep bouncing.
See if like boing boing boing. Yep. Okay. All right. Let me prep the seasonal guild leaderboard here real quick.
Yeah. Count how many times Paisen sips on his Fresca and how many times I bounce. See
what's bad is that I'm going to have to pee soon. So.
Oh, I bet.
And luckily my dog is here and he's a 70-pound Chipadoodle, so I can just pee on him and he's like it's a towel.
Oh, his fur will soak it up.
Yeah, his fur. I'm not going to do that to my dog, okay? He's beautiful. He's beautiful.
I've done it to you, dog. Don't worry.
Oh, God. Okay. All right. Now we're in.
First time for the stream, too, huh?
First time into the stream. But Jask, welcome to the stream, homie. Hope you have a good time. We're not here for a long time, but we're here for a good time. Okay.
We're going to get shut down.
Yeah. Okay. Before moving on to the SGL project report, please do us a favor and like the stream right now. We're trying to get over 30 likes. Thank you so much. 2, subscribe. Consider subscribing if you're new here. especially Bajask. And 3, consider becoming a YouTube member for just as low as $2.99 a month. You can support the channel directly. All right, that's that.
Play Arms of the Angel or whatever, like the Sarah McLachlan song while you do that next time.
The dog thing? The sad dog commercials?
That's how we just start. That's not copyrighted, right?
It definitely is. Bajas, thank you so much.
Thank you for the support, dude.
All right,
really
thank you,
Maven.
Thank you, Maven and Solvendra MMO. Thank you. Yeah. Don't worry. The Q&A, we just send you a couple questions. You type a response, and then we do a video about it. And then we make fun of you. No, I'm kidding. All right, let's move on to the SGL. Let's do this thing. Let's see how it looks out. I told CrazyFi did not test. And I say I didn't test it.
Jankor.
Right, we're good. We're okay.
Ooh.
All right, let me generate this data real quick. Bam. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. All right, CrazyFi, do you want to do the intro or you want me to do it?
Sure, I could do the intro.
Heck yeah, let's go.
Ladies and gentle steppers, welcome to another SGL report where CouchCat covers the top 25 guilds in the game for this season, Season 8. Today we are using the beautiful Simple Wolf Discord bot to showcase you all these beautiful stats that we got going on. And we break it down 5 guilds into 5 tiers. So let's hop right in. Let's have a little fun. Thank you, Zildin, for creating this amazing bot and for sharing this information with us so that we could present it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Zildin. All right. So what we'll do here, we'll go guild by guild. And first, here's the biggest change. TSL is number 1. Not only did they revert their name back to the Scarlet Legion, they are now number 1. They've overtaken RS. And for some reason, Mr. Curb is the guild leader. I don't know the story behind that one. But yeah, they are number 1 with 112 mil total EXP, 17.8 mil weekly EXP, and almost a mil daily. CrazyFi, any thoughts on TSL?
Yeah, Mr. Curb was like, everyone get out of my way. I'm going to lead this guild to the sunshine. Yeah. 17 mil is impressive. So good on TSL for pushing out numbers like that. I hope you enjoy your sleep and touch some grass.
Who let Curb be the guild leader? He's like almost quit 5 times by now. Okay, moving on. All right, so RS, also known as pulling something I can't pronounce, is number 2. They were number 1 for the majority of the season. They're not. I would not count them out yet. They also have to come up with a countermeasure to TSL because TSL is locked in right now with their credit card katanas. Anyway, they have 109 mil, 109.6 mil total EXP, 14 mil weekly gain, and 1.7 mil daily gain. So they're already feeling the pressure from TSL taking number 1. And that is an absurd amount of daily EXP.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah. What was the total for TSL again?
112.
Oh, so it's a close race. So yeah. This is going to be close. Down to the wire. I'm impressed.
Yeah. Bombs says, who's leadership in TSL, says TSL leadership has come to brain rot, and Curb was the only one to keep us alive. All right, they're doomed. Shadow Guardian at number 3 here with 93.9 mil total EXP, 11 mil weekly, and just under 700k daily gain here. Number 3 still looking strong. Shadow Guardian, I mean, it's a career best. So what to expect?
Yeah, they're staying 3rd for sure.
Yeah. There's a huge gap. Usually, this is how it always is. The top 3, they're like in their own tier, and it's finally happened. The gap has gotten incredibly larger. Is that piece? Yeah. All right. Anyway, we're moving on to number 4.
I will say it is fascinating that the top 3 is always
in its
own tier, right? In its own tier. Yet for some reason, like even like these guilds are different this time, except for TSL, right? But these guilds are different compared to the rest of the seasons. Even 4th and 5th, right?
Yeah.
Different guilds. but still that top 3 difference is huge, which is fascinating to me. I don't know why that is the case, but
It always is though. It always is, dude. It's like
yeah, it's like, but why?
I think it's just it's proving how crazy guilds have to like go, like how much time and effort they have to put in to create this like just power gap and maintain those positions throughout the season. That's the hard part. So, all right, moving on. Number 4, Wolf Blood. Wolf represent. Woof woof. Shout out to Dagon, to Yukari, Zildin, all the Wolf crew. This is the guild I'm not my guild, but it's the guild I'm part of. I'm carrying. And Rack and Roll, thank you so much for becoming a Couch Cat member. The couch is long and full of friendship, brother. That's our official, our unofficial official Idle Clans major. All right,
A new rank every week.
I give people rank. Yeah, to be captain. Rack was like something I made up, and now he's a major. Okay. But anyway, Wolfblood number 4, 65.6 mil total EXP, 6.5 mil weekly EXP, and under 800k daily. Looking good here. All I can say from being in the guild is that we have a steady state of PvP. So we have good rhythm. I don't know if we would be top 3 material, but to get this far is amazing. Theron rejoining just solidifies, I feel like, our tempo. And we have like that ace, that ace to begin with. But Dagon really, if you look at our leaderboards in PvP, up until Theron joining and bombing our enemies, Dagon is really like carrying this guild with his effort. But yeah, what do you think?
In 6 weeks, Coven's going to surpass you if they keep it up.
Well, we don't have a level 1 million, okay? We don't have a level 1 million making it fun for everyone. But anyway, we have Coven, so we got a level 1 million. Coven here at number 5 with 60.9 mil total, like right behind Wolfblood here. We're feeling the heat. 7.8 mil weekly, and then just under a mil daily gain. So, I mean, yeah, strong numbers here. Arc Rana, I don't know if that's a rename for Desi, Fena, or whoever, but I don't know who that is. Does anyone know who that is? Who's the current guild leader here? I could click it. I don't want to click it. All right. Any final thoughts on Social before we move on?
No, fairly amazing teams right there.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
What's wild to me is still blows my mind is Shadow Garden,
Yes.
Wolfblood, and Coven. Like this RS, yeah, you guys were like the underdog that just shot up from last season, but like 3, 4, and 5, completely different. It's a completely different landscape with these guilds. So
yeah, I mean, out of those, I think Shadow Garden surprises me most. Like Wolfblood at one point was a top 5 guild. Coven was like right there as well at one point. But Shadow Garden just popping up, showing up. So
Bro,
that's pretty cool.
Exam season's going to murder them. Okay. All right, we're moving on to the legendary tier here. That's 6th through the 10th positions on the SGL. At number 6, we have Binks was here. So Factory Reset still holding on to the rename, funny enough, with 57.9 mil total EXP, 8 mil weekly EXP, and then under 400k daily. You yawn. Oh,
all this bouncing is putting me. All this bouncing is putting me to sleep.
Thank you, Rack. I saw that. Okay.
Yeah. I think that's awesome. I think they'll be able to hold if they continue to hold. Because the weekly gain is pretty matched with Prostor. So if Prostor has like one good breakout week, then they may be in danger.
I think so. Prostor here is at number 7 with 55.6. 7.9 weekly and 1.1 daily. I think if Prostor just freaking full sends, they will overtake FR.
Yeah.
Because Prostor has proven, CrazyFi, this current climb is their best, but also stable. Like they have made stable and steady gains with the EXP. So
yeah. Good point.
I'm rooting for you, Prostor, just to see it. They've wanted this before, they've wanted to be a top contender in their tier. So, not to say I wish bad on FR. I love Amelia and everyone else there, but yeah, Prosser has been an underdog for a bit, like for a while. Moving on to Gladiators at number 8 with 48.3 mil total EXP, 4.5 mil weekly, and under 400k daily. Looks like they're still pumping out numbers with Forza being locked. I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah.
It's wild the difference in the daily gain compared to the top tier guilds.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Prosser's showing, is this freaking TSL right now? But like, yeah, it's dipped. DPS here at number 9, How the Mighty Have Fallen, ex Celestial alumni here. At number 9 with 42.9 mil total EXP, 4.2 weekly, and just under 400k daily. Yeah, didn't expect that to see them decay this much. I mean, in relative terms,
it's a top 10 guild.
Yeah, in relative terms, they haven't really they've been unseeded from Celestial and higher legendary, but they're pretty much where they're. This is still a great position to be in. So I'm being dramatic.
It's like those folks who want to prove a point and like they zoom into a bar graph. It's like, look how big the difference is, and then you look at the grid and it's like 2 points. Zoomed in. Well,
luckily Zildjian has added a graph feature in the SimpleWolf, so we can check that out later. Now, this is crazy. I did not. So I always go into this blind, right? Unless someone someone from like Bombs or whoever, they use our SGL text channel, link down in the description. The official Discord of CouchCat, we have an SGL channel for all the SGL news. But I go into this blind, and we have golden arrows under Dosa being supported by the OG leaders, pushing top 10. Now, we knew golden arrows would return. We knew it would be a struggle bus, but here they are. Top 10, shout out to Golden Arrows and Dosa and Ajit and Ace and everyone who's still at the GA, or still with the GA fam. 37 mil total EXP, 5.8 weekly, and just under 500k daily. I mean, I'm stoked. I'm stoked for Golden Arrows.
Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to see them continue to rise, or even what next season looks like, because it seems like they're on a constant trajectory of up. Yeah.
So. I'm interested to see where they'll be happy on the SGL, because that's what Dosa's trying to figure out. He was saying he's trying to find the balance to keep, because the main thing for them is just keeping the guild alive. So
right, that makes sense.
Yeah. All right, let's
don't stress out the players too much.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, just relax. Yeah, Bleep says GA represent. Bomb says, when does TSL, I mean me, getting a CCG mug? At least I'm Conus. I gotta make a bet. I gotta lose it. And I lose a lot of them. For those of you who don't know, I made a bet with Amelia, the factory reset, aka Rain Factory guild leader, with the SGL. And she lives in Europe. And yeah, that shipping was fun to pay for a coffee mug. But she got it. She still has it. Rest in peace, my betting powers. All right, A707, welcome to the stream. You might see a new top 50 guild next season. Okay. Anyway, we're now in the epic tier. This is the 11th or 15th position on the SGL. We have Asgard dropping from legendary because of golden arrows, seizing that opportunity. Jason Chief, he let us know in our Discord that he's just had a very rough time this week. So, of course, there's going to be some grace there. So, figure shit out soon, Jason. Hope it all works out for you. And rip Asgard falling to number 11. 35 mil total EXP, 2 mil weekly, and just under 200k daily, which is not strong at all. But again, there's reasons behind it.
Yeah, it's not even just Jason. It's his co-leads too. It's like the perfect storm hit all at once.
Bad, yeah. I hope everything works out for all of them.
Yeah.
So capitalizing on this, Still Friendly 2 waking up, moving up to number 12, 28 mil or 28.9 mil total EXP, 5.1 mil weekly. But look at the daily gain, CrazyFi, 1.4 mil. In freaking elite, like, what are you doing? Sunny Bunny just like woke up, had a cup of coffee, and was just like, let's do this thing. So
Sunny Bunny's like, everyone get in line, start killing.
Yeah,
we gotta move.
We've been made fun of too much. She 3X is me, so it's okay. We have GG here falling to number 13 because of Still Friendly too, with 28.7 mil total EXP, 3.4 mil weekly EXP, and just under 300k daily EXP. Zach says, shout out to you who was in the stream earlier. I don't know if you're still here. But again, this is from the split of DGK Demo, Demos Guild. And this is where they're at now. DGK is obviously dead, but congrats to the progress they made. Just unfortunate that you're sharing space with like freaking Still Friendly too when they wake up. You know, it's like a dormant beast there. Okay, moving on to 14. We have Helheim here holding strong. They got here last week with 27.7 mil total EXP, 3.3 mil weekly, and just under 300k daily. This was a tier 2 guild alumni, excuse me, and this is a season where they wanted to be the strongest, but they're also just focused on leveling as well, or carrying that over from last season. CrazyFi, you weren't really here for this progress, so that's okay.
Yeah.
The Helheim became like a serious contender like when you disappeared. But here's a guild you can talk about. Eclipse and Tilfia probably waking up right now, and they are moving up a position to number 15, 26.2 mil total, 5.5 mil weekly, and just under 500k daily, with 69 member count. Nice, dude.
It's just wild to me every time seeing the Forest at 15th. Like, I don't know, not seeing them at top 5 is weird.
Bro, all I'm saying is they're retired. And like Eclipse has 1500 EP. So when Eclipse Eclipse hangs out in our Discord, because we're celebrities, and Eclipse is literally like, yeah, if I start leaking EP, I blow it. And then they move a position. You know what I mean? Like, it's insane that we have dragons, like these mythical dragons in our game that can just do that. Anyway.
I feel like that's a lot with the legacy guilds. Like, you see these players who are just still around for the community and don't, actively participate in the, the actual PvP or PvE function as much.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they get bored one day and do it, it's like, whoop, they pop up as a blip and then dip out again. It's interesting.
I mean, it's like those players who, EP was different back then. Quest points were different back then. So you had people like Dell and stuff who were like,
dude, 2020 was a simpler time
when they have like 2,000 plus QP, and yeah, just the profiles are built different.
And level 5,000 was a high level.
Oof. Yeah, man, those were the days, brother. All right, moving on to elite tier here. We have 16 through 20 on the SGL. We have Stardust moving up a position under new leadership, combined new leadership, excuse me. With 23 mil total EXP, 2.1 mil weekly, and just under 200k daily. This is, of course, post-merger from some of the leadership package from Teletubbies, which, I mean, isn't this poetic that Teletubbies is now falling down?
Right below them, yeah.
So, shout out to Des, Taurus, and Carrot, aka Celery, for Stardust moving ahead of the predecessors there.
Yeah.
Moving on to 17, we have Teletubbies, who we just mentioned, was 22.7 mil total, 1.3 mil weekly, and just under 200k daily. Now we can talk about daily gains, like really dropping off from the other tiers, CrazyFi.
Big difference.
Yeah.
But Teletubbies still had more daily gain than Starburst.
Yeah. We'll see how that plays out, I guess, because their totals are there.
Yeah.
And the member count isn't that much different.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Moving on to Knights Who Say Ye. Here, talk about OG guilds. Number 18 with 15.3 mil total, almost 700k weekly, and then 5,000 daily. Holy shit. Holy shit. Wobbly Cat, we need you. We need you, Wobbly Cat. Come back. Wisteria, this is Welsky's guild. Number 19, 11.5 mil total EXP, 1.2 mil weekly, and 67,000 daily. Holy shit. And then Heaven and Hell with Pratt at the helm, moving up a position here, 11.3 mil total EXP, 1.2 mil weekly, and 30 grand daily. The numbers keep getting lower. Any thoughts on Heaven and Hell and Wisteria?
It's nice to see Heaven and Hell moving up one. I wonder if Dark is going to show up again.
She
That'd
showed
be
up. She
interesting.
showed up in the last stream, but I don't think
I
she has
know.
any. I don't think she. I think she's done with SimpleMMO.
Yeah, I would assume so. But it'd be interesting because she's another one of those contenders that could pop up,
Oh my
smack
god,
people
yeah.
around, and then dip out
EP
again.
between the refills and her daily MOE, holy crap! Because she
Yeah,
was a player that, yeah, let me refill till I get 1,000 kills. You know, it's like, oof,
yeah,
there goes her
yeah.
tuition. All right, moving on to rare tier. This is the 21st through 25th position on the SGL. We have CrazyFi's favorite guild. If you want to read the name,
Zenith Achilles.
they have dropped down to 21 because, of course, Heaven and Hell overtaking them with 11 mil total, 1 mil weekly, and just around or just under 51k daily gain. With Demon Daddy returning to the guild, but they're returning to a landscape that's not easy to traverse.
Demon Daddy needs to step up their game.
They just got back, man. They had to find their groove.
No excuses. Immediately should be climbing.
Okay, so we have Friendly at 22 with 10.9 mil total, 1.6 mil weekly, just under 200k daily with Wicked at the helm here. Friendly's always been in chill mode. Gorilla Wizards here at 23 with 10.8 mil, 1.6 mil weekly, and just under 11,000 daily gain. They're active just in IdleMMO.
Yeah, they're crushing it. I don't.
Oh my god, dude. And then Slums here at 24. Not much progress here. No daily gain. They're at 8.9 mil total.
Dead guild.
And just under 400k weekly. Dead guild.
It was Sanctuary.
Sanctuary's
Rip.
dead. Yeah, they've been dead for a while. All right, so that concludes the
Rip-a-roni.
top 25 guilds. Congrats to everyone who's there. Also, we have some dead guilds to sift through, and more names will be punching out from tier 2. We're just going to quickly go over that real quick here. So tier 2, this is a system where, you know, they're celestial tier, not celestial, but they're top 25 hopefuls, or they've been there and then been knocked out, or they're just new guilds coming up into the academy, you know, through the academy system, if you will. We won't be nitty gritty here with the details. I'll just go over the names and positionings. But we have MOU dropping down to 26. They're basically dead. DGK is dead at 27. Hell Troop moving up 2 positions to 28 with Bizarro at the helm. This is a newer guild. So they might be a top 25 here before the season ends. Creatures dropping to 29. Black Dragon 3rd gen dropping to 30. We have Wolf moving up to position 31. We have Lost Souls at 32 dropping. They're dead. Mitsugoshi Company by Delta. They are taking a slower approach to the game right now at 33. Blazing Beast, here you are, Vex. Freaking Gatekeeping tier 2 at 34. And then Dante's Inferno at 35.
Everyone else is just dead. And the tier 2 system is just retired SGL guilds and dead guilds. That's all it is right now. That's sad, except for Hell's Troop.
Yeah. And if we look a little bit further, there's a little action. Not a lot. Nothing to get Cheese Cult. But not
all the way down.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Not much going on here. But that's the SGL. That's the seasonal guild leaderboard progress report for season 8. Brought to you by Zildjian's Simple Wolf app. So, thank you so much, Zildjian. Thank you to everyone who's participating in this SGL. And it's a great time. I can't wait. I said it last time, but I'm writing the notes out for the mid-season checkup from my prediction stream. So when I do stream that, I'll schedule it and I'll ping it. But yeah, I'm writing it out for you. And that's really it. That's the episode. Tonight was a great one. We had a bunch of new faces show up at the wrong time, and we had a bunch of familiar faces showing up to show support. And thanks to all the new YouTube members tonight and reoccurring. We greatly appreciate the support. CrazyFi, do you have any final words before I pee myself?
Just appreciate all the support. I could talk for another 7 minutes so that you have to stay here. And yeah, no. But for real, thank you everyone for continually showing up and supporting us. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy all the conversations we have. And it might be time for me to go too.
No. Disqual says, what if you saw a guild 1 member with 100k daily gain? Credit card Katana Master. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for coming over and enjoying the stream. Before you go, sorry, head cold. Before you go, like the stream. We're trying to get over 30 likes. So everyone here in the VOD squad, we greatly appreciate it. Please leave a like. Consider leaving a comment on the VOD itself for the algorithm if you have the time. Subscribe if you're new here so you don't miss out on further stream and content. And we'll hopefully see you in the official Discord. Link down in the description. We highly recommend you join because we are playing SimpleMMO. We're playing Idle Clans. We're playing IdleMMO. And we're always just chatting and gaming together when we can. So we'd love to have you there if you're not there already. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good night. And we'll see you next Thursday. Peace out. Goodbye. And then we all scream. Spooky goodbye.